In today's class, we will talk about William Wordsworth's poem Tintin Abbey. So the important thing is that ki, how do you take that poem? And I think ki, most of the people have gone with that poem. Most of the people have read, yeah, studied that poem when they were doing graduation or post graduation. I think ki, most of the people. Then remember that ki, whenever you talk about this man, especially William Wordsworth, whenever you talk about this man, always you have to keep in your mind ki that you have to study two remarkable poems. You can skip any other poem, you can leave any other poem, but you can't leave what? You can't leave Tintin Abbey, you can't leave Ode on the Intimations of Immortality. Undoubtedly, there are some other poems that are highly significant, just as you can take The World Is Too Much with us, Milton or London 1802, Solitary Reaper. We will cover these poems also. But when you talk about especially uh, Milton's philosophy about nature, and there is a concept spot of time, then you come to know these poems are highly significant, how nature has been described, how nature has been taken, yeah, in what way William Wordsworth takes nature, and why he requests to all of us that we should give a beautiful company to nature. Yeah, we should submit our heart, we should submit our soul to nature. Why does he say these things? So what I want to say ki, when we talk about this poem, undoubtedly it's a very marvelous poem, it's a very beautiful poem, and you will come to know ki there are some important lines, and those lines always they are asked, often they are asked in examination, often they are asked in examination. So we have to cover some important lines also here. One thing I would like to tell you कि when you talk about this poem, you have to take this poem from the perspective of title. सबसे पहला चीज कि आपको इस पोयम को टाइटल के पर्सपेक्टिव से समझना है। दूसरा पॉइंट है कि आपको इस पोयम को टाइटल के पर्सपेक्टिव के अलावा यू हैव टू टेक द थीम ऑफ द पोयम, एंड देयर इज आल्सो द reference of time is 5 years. Poet has mentioned कि 5 years the duration. So why these three things are important? Title especially, जो 5 years का ड्यूरेशन है वो, और उसका कुछ important line, and what other things do you find? One thing, first I would like to start with the title. जो टाइटल है वो आपका टिंटन अबे है। टिंटन अबे के अलावा उसका टाइटल जो है और भी बड़ा है, जहाँ पे उसमें आप देखेंगे कि टाइम का भी मेंशन है। तो आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू कि जो टाइटल है, इन व्हाट वे दैट पार्टिकुलर टाइटल इज मेंशन हियर, या हाउ हाउ डू यू गेट दैट थिंग। तो टाइटल को अगर आप देखेंगे कि लाइंस composed a few miles above Tintin on the revisiting the banks of the Wye River during a tour on 13 July 1798. So in this poem, yeah, especially the title of the poem covers three or four points. One point is Tintin Abbey. Second point is a particular date, that is 1798 and 13th July 1798. And the third thing is what? During a tour. And the next point is the river why. So remember that कि a very common question has been asked, एक बहुत common question पूछा गया है कि which river is mentioned in the poem Tintin. You will get the point that here is what? Here river Y, W-Y-E, river Y is mentioned in the poem. And second important point ki what is the date? The date is the 13th July 1798. We know it very well. The poem published in the first volume of lyrical ballad. The poem published in the first volume of lyrical ballad. That was the jointly work of S.T. Coleridge and William Wordsworth. And you know it ki 1798, that is what? That is hallmark. It is said that ki 1798 is hallmark because, yeah, lyrical ballads published And lyrical ballad, publishing of lyrical ballad means that ki we find a new type of poem. We find some well-known poets who just you can say ki they brought innovation. They did some experiments in the field of poetry. Such a thing we find. So when we talk about ki they brought innovation, they did some experiments in the field of poetry. Always remember that ki always we mention two types of poem. One was Pollis, the rhyme of the ancient mariner, and second is William Wordsworth Tintern. So in this class, yeah, in Miss today, I'm taking Tintin Abbey. So what is in Tintin Abbey? Remember that ki it's a poem that is known as that means it's a poem that is it is said that it is written in dramatic lyric form. Means if you talk about ki what is the form of the poem, so here is dramatic lyric. तो जो पोयम है वह पोयम किस फॉर्म में लिखी गई है ड्रामेटिक लिरिक में तो ये एक बहुत कॉमन सा क्वेश्चन है जो पूछा जा चुका है या जो आता है सो व्हाट आई वांट टू से व्हाट आई वांट टू टेल यू कि व्हेन यू टेक दिस पोयम there are certain points certain facts certain informations which you have always to keep in your mind just as means the mentioning of date again I would like to tell you ki there is the date 13th July 1798 13th July 1798. So 1798 is also important for publishing of lyrical ballad. Second important point ki there is a mentioning of the date and there is a mentioning of the place and what is that place that is Tintin Abbey and that and this place was revisited. One thing is very important ki the poem was composed in 1798, published also in 1798 in the first volume of lyrical ballad, and it was ultimately what came 5 years ago. 5 years ago, for the first time, the poet visited this place. Means in 1793. So remember two things. One thing is 1793 and second thing is 1798. Poet visited that place, Miss Tintanabe, for the first time in 1793. 1793 में उन्होंने इसको विजिट किया but he revisited after the gap of 5 years. So that gap, that duration is very important कि उस गैप का वह गैप क्या था दैट वाज द गैप ऑफ 5 years 5 years का गैप था तो उस पार्टिकुलर 5 years के गैप को लेकर के उन्होंने यहाँ पे बात किया है सो these are the things कि 1798 13th July 5 years पहली बार 1793 ईस्वी में आफ्टर पासिंग 5 years यू विल कम टू नो ही रिविजिटेड दैट प्लेस उन्होंने उस प्लेस को रिविजिट किया सो व्हाट आई वांट टू से कि व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट दीज पॉइंट्स या when you take these things then you will come to know ki undoubtedly uh, what he did why he mentioned these two dates first visiting revisiting what is the theme and what type of experiments have been done by Miss William Wordsworth in this poem. So one thing I would like to tell you is the particular poem, when you talk about the form of the poem, you will come to know that the poem is what the poem is a beautiful example of dramatic lyric. Always keep in your mind कि it's a beautiful example of dramatic lyric या dramatic lyric का example है already I have got when I was telling you about forms of poetry then I told you कि dramatic lyric is what it is it is a part of yeah it is a type of poem in which there is a single speaker and that speaker is who that speaker is poet himself lyric if you find the word lyric it means that there is personality it means that there is subjectivity so when you talk about dramatic lyric it means that a type of poem in which you find that the poet works as a speaker and the remaining characters work as listener so important thing is that who is speaker in the poem William Wordsworth himself is the speaker in this poem and who is listener listener is no one but his sister Dorothy Wordsworth. So, who is listener? Listener is no one but his sister Dorothy Wordsworth. So, when I talk about this man, especially William Wordsworth, Dorothy Wordsworth, are means the beautiful object, natural objects which William Wordsworth sees, watches, observes, analyzes, and then feels. So, so these are the things which you find. But remember that if the question comes, what type of form, yeah, what type of poem is it? So it is a dramatic lyric, number one. A type of poem in which you find there is a speaker, that speaker speaks throughout the poem, and who is that speaker? That speaker is William Wordsworth himself. And who work as listener? Dorothy Wordsworth. Then, and who was Dorothy Wordsworth, sister of William Wordsworth? We all know it very well. Now, ये तो मैंने farm पर बोला. Second important question which has been asked related to this poem, कि what type of verse has been used in the poem. Then remember that when you talk about verse, you find that it is written in blank verse, because already I told you कि most of the poems of romantic age is written in blank verse. If anyone asks you what is blank verse, already when I was when I was delivering a lecture on rhetoric and prosody, I just told you forms of words, forms of stanza. And when I had taken blank verse, I told you कि blank verse means unrhymed form of verse. And this blank verse is written in iambic meter. What meter? Iambic. And what do you mean by iambic? Iambic means unstressed syllable is followed by stressed one. And what type of meter? Pentameter. Pentameter means 5 meter 10 syllable. Who used this verse form for the first time? This verse form was used for the first time by Henry Howard Urlock Surrey. And in which book? You will come to know he used this verse form in Virgil's Aeneid in 1540, especially book 2 and book 4. So you will come to know these things when I talk about what type of verse has been used. Then you have to remember about these things, these verses, this particular verse form has been used, that is blank verse. And I also told you the particular journey, the particular history, blank verse means unrhymed form of verse. It is in iambic pentameter. Iambic means unstressed is followed by stressed syllable, and penta means 5 meter 10 syllable. It was first introduced into English literature by whom? By Henry Howard Urlock Surrey, when he translated Virgil's Aeneid, especially book 2 and book 4 in 1540. Later on, it became an ideal meter. William Shakespeare, John Milton, and you will come to know the first pre-romantic poet, James Thomson, who wrote The Season in 1726 and that completed in 1730. He also used this verse form. So these things are important. Now I'm taking what? Now I'm taking that is the title. Why the title Tintanabe? If anyone asks you what is the meaning of Tintanabe, so Abe, if I say ki, what is Abe? If you say Tintan, then there is another word Abe. What does it mean? What does it refer? When you talk about ki Abe, so Abe you will come to know ki when you open dictionary you will come to know ki it's a religious place that might be sacred, holy. All these things you will come to know, sacred or holy, a religious place. But that is what that is in means but this particular Tintanabe, which here William Wordsworth tells, that is in ruined situation, ruined condition, but he doesn't talk about that particular place, that particular monastery, that particular building. He does not have any intention. But Tintanabe, in the eye of William Wordsworth, is why it is significant. It is significant because it's a beautiful place covered with shadowy trees where the river Wye passes, where the river Wye runs on, where it goes through, where it passes through. So, what I want to say, if you talk about there are the two words, Tint and Abbey, so undoubtedly when you just open dictionary and try to find out the meaning. What does Abe refer? You will come to know ki Abe, it refers to what? It refers a religious place, means just like a place where place of worshipping something, shrine, something sacred, something holy, from the perspective of religion, a religious place. But here, especially when you read the poem, undoubtedly he talks about that location. He talks about that location, that is a Tintanabe, located between, means there is a place Wales, where it is located, Wales. You will come to know. But remember that in the poem, it is not important from the perspective of that it has any religious sanctity. Yeah, it's a holy place from the point of, from religious perspective, but it's a place because the particular beauty of nature which he saw 5 years ago in 1793, he found the same beauty with, you can say ki, uh, uh, some changes came not in the world of nature but in the thought of William Wordsworth when he revisited that place in 1798. So, if anyone asks you what is Tinton Abbey, so it's a beautiful place that is associated with means religion. But when we read the poem, in the poem, perhaps William Wordsworth wants to tell to all of you the particular place is important in the eye of William Wordsworth uh, uh, because there we find nature, natural objects, and how is it located. You will come to know Wales, that is a place, but you will see it's a beautiful place covered with shadowy trees, covered with shadowy trees. So what I want to tell you, always keep in your mind a beautiful place covered with shadowy trees where the river Wye passes through, जहाँ पे river Wye गुजर रही है. So that is, so important thing is what? Important thing is not that building. Important thing is not that monastery. Important thing is not that ruined palace where that was built by someone, that was built by someone and it was renovated time to time. That doesn't matter for, means in the eye of William Wordsworth, वो उतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है कि इसको किसने रिनोवेट किया या रिलीजियस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से इसका क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है, क्या सिग्निफिकेंस है. विलियम वर्dsworth doesn't take that thing. For William Wordsworth, that thing is important. William Wordsworth की नजर में that thing is important. Why that thing is important? Because you will come to know कि what he wants to see, what he wants to get, especially what he wants to get in the world of nature. He found that thing, the beauty of nature, nature as guide, nature as guardian. These things he found there. This is why he just used the word Tintin Abbey. So, and other important thing ki when you read the poem, you will come to know ki you can just define this particular poem from the means from the perspective of external beauty of nature, internal beauty of nature, and the philosophical thought. How does he take nature? So when you go ki how William Wordsworth takes nature, so he tells external beauty of nature, especially external beauty which he saw 5 years ago in 1793 when he located when he visited that location for the first time, and after the gap of say 5 years when he revisited that place, you will come to know ki a wide a big change come in his ideas, a big change you find uh, uh, in the ideas of William Wordsworth. So what I want to tell you, ki external beauty, internal beauty, and then the particular uh, 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 means philosophy, ideology of William Wordsworth. What does he think about it, and how does he take? So, what I say ki when William Wordsworth was immature, means I in during his childhood days, yeah, when he was in adolescence, uh, 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 उस अवस्था में जब वो रहे होंगे, when he visited, if I use the word कि he was born in 1770 and he visited that place in 1793, so what was the age of William Wordsworth? You can just imagine कि he was about 23 years, 23 साल के। लेकिन जब वो रिविजिट करते हैं आफ्टर 5 इयर्स, तो वो 23 इयर्स के विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ नहीं है इस समय। वो ही वॉज अराउंड 28 इयर्स। तो जो 23 इयर्स के विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ जो पहली बार उस प्लेस को गए थे, जब वो दोबारा उस प्लेस को जाएंगे, तो some changes we expect, some changes where we expect some changes in the thought of William Wordsworth, in the thinking of William Wordsworth, in the ideas of William Wordsworth regarding nature. But William Wordsworth says, William Wordsworth, William Wordsworth, when he tells about the poem, when he tells about nature, you will come to know. He says that changes appeared in the world of nature, the particular world. In the very beginning, he says कि जब मैं आया था यहाँ पे, तो जो ब्यूटी मैंने देखा था, that particular beauty I did not find, I did not see. So important thing is what? So important thing is कि when you go, yeah, when you take these poems, you can just imagine कि you are not here. That is the world of Belinda. You are not going to talk about Charles II, his artificial court where there is a clown, where there are some jokes, where there are some you can just imagine what I want to say. You have to expect this particular man is telling you about a beautiful world, and that world is the world of nature, where there is not any music that is means in continuous process, yeah, that is taking place in the court of any duke. If music be the food of love, then play on. Such a thing you don't find. Here is another type of music. Here is another type of court. Here is another type of king. Here is another type of character. Instead of Belinda, here is fairyland. Such a thing you can just imagine. And the particular reality which you see by using your senses, which you apply to see the beauty of the particular world, this physical world. You just imagine ki there is a structure of anything, there is the structure of any object. You just imagine ki yeah, you are getting this beauty. No, not at all. He tells a type of reality which you can't see, which you can't understand, applying your senses, the particular senses which you use. So that is what, that is the transcendental truth. I want to tell you ki the means reality, yeah, are the things which has been told by this man. That is what, that is a type of transcendental truth, beyond the physic or the physical world, or the particular eyes which you apply, the senses which you apply to understand that beauty. It's beyond sensory images, sensory, which we use to understand the beauty of this world. So what I want to say ki external beauty of nature, internal beauty of nature, and the particular philosophy, उसका जो thought है उनका अपना. So you will come to know कि he says 5 years have passed, 5 summers with the length, and again I hear, and again I hear. Then what is he hearing? What is he hearing? He is not hearing the music that is ultimately what I want to say ki uh, that happened in the court of Duke, that type of, not that type of music, but he says that the gurgling sound of the river, gurgling sound of the river. Yeah, you can say कि waters rolled from the top, uh, ऊपर से नीचे की ओर, how the waters are rolling, how the, so that particular sound when the waters roll, some beautiful sound come also. You will come to know when the people visit the particular beautiful place, means hill stations, when they go, if you go Dehradun, if you go something whatever, any hill station, you can just see ki what type of beauty do you get there. And in the field where we are living, especially in that is a Purvanchal, Eastern UP, the beauty which we see here, entirely different, entirely different. Even if you go such a type of beautiful place where there is the horizon, where the means you will come to know ki the sky and the land is going to meet, such a beautiful place. If there is the open field of Ganga, and in that field when you go and behold the sky, something, then you come to know kitna khoobsurat. But if there is a room, those who are living in Allahabad, Kanpur, or any other city, are such a places, living in 8 by 8 का room जहाँ पर है, तो if you talk about them, तो उनका अपना जो senses होगा, उनका अपना जो imagination होगा, जो और तमाम चीजें होंगी, you can't get. So remember that ki life which we are passing, life which William Wordsworth lived, that is, means that entirely you find means entirely एकदम से अलग है बिल्कुल. You find a big change, you find differences in such a thing. So when you take this poem, you will come to know कि in this poem he talks about what? He talks about the beauty of nature, but in the very beginning of the poem he tells that external beauty which he found 5 years ago, that beauty he doesn't find in the world of nature. Ki how like a roe, when he was a boy, sometimes he moved from one place to another place. He jumped, sometimes he climbed upon hills, are such a places, that was the cliff, all these things. So you will come to know कभी यहाँ पे गए, कभी वहां पे गए, तो वो indicate करते हैं his own activeness. How did he take that beautiful place 5 years ago? But after 5 years ago, when he revisited that place, he says that ki, that beauty I don't find, that beauty I don't find. So what I want to say ki he doesn't find. So it does not mean ki he feels that ki changes came in the world of nature. But again he feels no, not at all. Changes didn't come in the world of nature, but changes came in my thought. How we are going to perceive, how we are going to take, how we are going to commune my own self with nature. That is the important thing. How do we see nature? How do we perceive nature? How do we behold nature? Nature which I saw in childhood. That experience was another experience. Nature which I am seeing this time, perceiving this time at the age of 21, उसमें नेचर दूसरे रूप में नजर आ रहे हैं. तो नेचर विच आई सा इन माई चाइल्डहुड डेज, इट मीन्स दैट कि ऐसा नहीं कि वहां पे मुझे कुछ नहीं मिला. दैट टाइम आई आल्सो सा, दैट टाइम आई आल्सो फेल्ट ब्यूटी इन द वर्ल्ड ऑफ नेचर. बट नेचर या नेचुरल ऑब्जेक्ट्स या इट्स ब्यूटी विच आई एम जस्ट बिहोल्डिंग और परसीविंग दिस टाइम, you will come to know he says that ki, I'm also getting it, but in a different manner, in a different way. तो यहाँ पे परसेप्शन का बात नहीं है कि कैसे, बट यू विल कम टू नो कि आदमी जो होता ही जस्ट वांट्स टू से कि विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम, एज द टाइम goes, as time runs, so with the passage of time man becomes what? With the passage of time man becomes the part of earthly life. First the man was जो था वो एक बच्चा था, और बच्चे की जो सोल होती है वह प्योर होती है. It gives instruction, it gives direction from God, some celestial light, some divine beauty that is pure, that is beautiful. But as it grows and as it takes the food from this particular place, earthly life, as it enjoys the earthly life, you will come to know he forgets and the signal which the soul receives from from heaven, the beauty which soul gets, it just goes, it just passes away. So you will come to know he here defines the particular difference between the life, means childhood days और चाइल्डहुड के बाद मेच्योरिटी, द एज ऑफ मीन्स पार्टिकुलर विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम, जो एज ऑफ मेच्योरिटी रहा है. सो दीज थिंग्स वी फाइंड, दीज थिंग्स वी कम टू नो. तो शुरू की लाइनों में सच अ थिंग वी फाइंड, but you will come to know कि when he sees, no, not at all, whatever time I passed in the life of nature during my childhood days, that particular thing he says, no, that time nature was significant for me. At that time nature helped me in another way, because that time what nature I found, what the beauty of nature I saw, that was in another way. But I here is after 5 years, he is a mature man, he is a mature person, and now he is taking that beauty in another way. So changes didn't come in the world of nature, but what changes happened, changes came in the world of means in the thought of William Wordsworth. How does he is going to take, how does he perceive? And other thing, he says that nature never did betray. That is a very important point, that is means highly significant here in this poem. Nature never did betray. If you submit your heart, if you submit your soul, means always you receive so from nature, always you receive so from nature. This is nature that is always ready to give you. So you just find here, what you just also find here, the impact of Rousseau return to nature, the slogan given by that man. Another important point, he says that nature does not mean an object rising up the sun, climbing up the moon, gurgling sound of the river, chopping up the bird, blowing up the air. Now, these things are not, undoubtedly these things are important, but behind these objects he feels some unseen power. So in this poem, he talks about that unseen power, that unseen power that is located, that is found behind these objects. So in the eye of William Wordsworth, what is important for him, in the eye of William Wordsworth, the important thing is that, the important thing is the particular power, the particular power which he sees, which he feels, that is where, that is behind these objects. So you will come to know he instructs, he requests Dorothy Wordsworth what you are seeing, what you are seeing, what you are feeling, it's a what? It's a panacea, Panacea, Ramban is a panacea that will remain throughout, that will remain throughout your life. मीन्स इट विल हेल्प यू, और किसी ना किसी तरह से द टाइम विच यू आर स्पेंडिंग, इट्स अ वेरी फ्रूटफुल टाइम, इट्स अ वेरी यूजफुल टाइम. इट विल नेवर मीन्स यू विल नेवर से कि वो उसमें हमेशा नेचर कंपेंसेट जरूर करता है. वट एवर द टाइम यू स्पेंड, always पूरा थ्रू आउट लाइफ, नेचर ऑलवेज गिव्स यू इन एनी वे, इन एनी फॉर्म, कुछ ना कुछ वो आपको देगा. So another important point, he also tells nature for me is what? Nature for me is like a guide, guardian, caretaker, nurse. Nature is the center of peace, balm, tranquility, calm, and he also says, I am a true worshipper of nature. So what I want to say, what I want to tell you, you will get these things. You will find these things. How does he admire nature? How does he appreciate nature? How does he take nature? And in what way he has presented the beauty of nature, how does he instruct William Dorothy Wordsworth, because Dorothy Wordsworth अभी उतना मेच्योर नहीं है. जिस एज में वर्ड्सवर्थ रहे होंगे, उस 23 में, उससे कम उम्र में अभी डोरोथी वर्ड्सवर्थ उनको एक ब्यूटीफुल कंपनी दे रही है. सो यू कैन जस्ट इमेजिन कि व्हाट ही वांट्स टू से, व्हाट ही वांट्स टू टेल. Some other points I want to tell you कि there are some important lines which I would like to read. उन्होंने कहा कि 5 years have passed, 5 summers with the length of 5 long winters, and again I hear these waters rolling from their mountain springs with a soft inland murmur. So what does it why I have read these lines? I read these lines because it gives what? It gives you the external beauty of nature. It gives you what? It gives you the external beauty of nature. After 5 years, again I revisited this place, and I hear, what does I hear? I hear the music. Yeah, I hear the soft means the sweet sound, which sweet sound of water rolling from their mountain springs. So these words are highly significant. he here tells in these lines he tells the external beauty of nature, how the water rolls and how the greenery starts from the very door. Further lines में उन्होंने कहा, so you will come to know यहाँ पर इस तरह की चीजें you can just find, you can just see. तो आई थिंक कि फ्रॉम 1 to 25 या 1 to 26 जो लाइन्स है या उससे और आगे you will come to know he tells what he tells about the external beauty of nature. He tells about the external beauty of nature. And some lines which I again I would like to quote here, जो उनका internal beauty of nature है, उन्होंने ये बताया कि may I behold in thee what I was once. जब he instructs whom he instructs, not he instruct but he requests, he implores or he requests to, he implores or requests to uh, uh, Dorothy Wordsworth and says कि may I behold in thee what I was once, may I just see the beauty in your eyes which I felt 5 years, which I felt 5 years ago when I came here. The same beauty I see, the same thing is reflected in your beautiful eyes. So he says, कि, may I behold thee what I was once, my dear, dear sister. My dear, dear sister, the memory be as a dwelling place for all sweet sounds and the harmonies. And he says that ki whatever the time you are spending, these things will restore, these things will be stored in your memory. And when you will revisit this place, this thing will recall. Whatever is stored in your memory when you come again, so these things will recall. This is the beauty of nature. Ki whatever is stored, whatever the beauty you saw, whatever you found, when you go that place, when you see that place, if the changes took in that place, in that area, but you will come to know कि तुरंत का तुरंत कि 10 साल पहले ये जगह ऐसी थी, वो तुरंत एक पिक्चर which you have seen, which is stored in your memory, which was a part of the past, which became the part of the past, that will come again, that will रिकॉल. तो वो चीज वहां पर आएगी, उस चीज को हम यहाँ पर देखते हैं. सो ये चीजें एक और लाइन उन्होंने कहा है कि दैट्स हाईली सिग्निफिकेंट फॉर ऑल स्वीट साउंड्स एंड द मेमोरीज इफ सॉलिट्यूड or fear or pain or grief should be thy portion with what healing thoughts, that is healing thoughts. नेचर में सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज क्या होता है? हीलिंग थॉट्स होता है. वट एवर जो कुछ भी लॉस होता है नेचर उसको भर देता है. हीलिंग थॉट. सो ये चीजें रहा है. दीज आर द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग which you have to remember. Healing thoughts should be thy portion with what healing thoughts of tender joy will thou remember be. Tender joy. So these are the points, these are the things, these are the important lines which I shared with you, and you will get key how does he talk about these things in what way. Baki, you will come to know philosophical thought and how does nature influence purity of soul, purity of heart. If if you deposit yourself, if you submit yourself in the lap of nature, you will come to know. He talks about these things. So I explained and I think that you all have enjoyed it, and now I would like to share a screen और उस पर मैं पॉइंट को लिख पाऊंगा. If you have any query, you can just say, you can just ask. Yeah. टिंटेन अभी को पूरा एक्सप्लेन कर दिया जाए. नहीं, मेन लाइनें तो हाँ उस पे मैं कर दूंगा जो मेन लाइनें, बट टिंटेन अभी पूरा एक्सप्लेन करना, दैट्स लाइक द वाइल्ड गूस चेस, दैट्स अ हरक्यूलियन टास्क. बिकॉज हाँ जो लाइनें पूछी गई है उसको मैं एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा, या जो और भी इम्पोर्टेंट लाइनें हाँ उसमें मैं करूंगा. तो आई थिंक कि नाउ वी शुड शेयर आवर व्हाइट बोर्ड. Uh, so you will come to know in this class we are talking about Tintin Abbey. Remember that when we talk about this particular poem Tintin Abbey, you will come to know पहला point कि it's a dramatic lyric. It's a dramatic lyric composed in blank verse. One thing I want to tell you कि Tintin Abbey it's a dramatic lyric composed in blank verse. Second important point, Tintin Abbey is a beautiful place, is a beautiful place covered with shadowy shadowy trees, covered with shadowy trees, where the river Wye passes through. Passes through. You have to note down this point. Give me only 2 minutes. I will be again here. Give me only 2 minutes. आज चावल लीजिएगा और वो दाल लीजिएगा। अरे आप तुम बोले सुन लीजिए, कान से सुन रहे नाम नहीं लेंगे ना। दाल लीजिएगा, चावल लीजिए, अरहर की दाल भी ले लीजिएगा, वो वाली भी देखिए, हरी वाली। तो बेसन रखेंगे क्या? बेसन लाए थे? हैं? कै बजे? 9 बजे क्या? फोन करिए, समझ सकता है ये। बाहर धूप दिखती है? हाँ से धूप दिखी? और बच्चा क्या हो रहा है? कोर्स तो शुरू हो गया होगा तुम्हारा कल? कोर्स शुरू हो गया? अरे वाह, मौजी मौज है तुम्हारी तो यार। और क्या यार, कि नहीं दिया बस। अरे तुम खुद मालिक हो यार, उस यूनिवर्सिटी के खुद मालिक तुम हो यार। अरे अंबानी भी जब जाता कहीं ना, वो भी छुट्टी लेता है। अंबानी कहीं जाता तब भी वो भी छुट्टी लेके ही जाता है। हम्म, और क्या हो रहा है? अभी जुड़े नहीं क्या तुम 9 बजे? 9 बजे से शुरू हो जाता है ना? अच्छा बाकी है अभी तो, और कितने बच्चे हैं उसमें? बच्चे क्या मतलब, कितने टीचर हैं? अरे तेरे बहुत सारे हो जाने हैं यार। कुछ नहीं लिख के देना, तो सुनते रहना, आखिरी टाइम में एमसीक्यू होगा, उसमें इसी में से सब आएगा। हम्म, वही 4 ऑप्शन होगा, एक सही होगा। 4 ऑप्शन होगा, एक सही होगा। हाँ, और एक क्या नाम था, किसी का 5 मिनट का 6 मिनट का वीडियो, एक वेबिनार पे बताया होगा उन्होंने, अब्बासी मैडम ने। तो वीडियो भेजना जी, आवाज जा रही मेरी? अच्छा, ज्यादा लग रहा आप लोगों को वेट करना पड़ गया। तो वी वर टेकिंग व्हाट वी वर टेकिंग। आवाज बहुत सारी आ रही होगी ना? हाँ, हाँ, थोड़ा। मैं भूल गया, स्लिप कर गया। नाउ देयर इज द थर्ड पॉइंट which you have to note down, that is, Wordsworth visited this place, visited this place for the first time in 1793 and revisited in 1798 after 5 years gap. After 5 years gap. सो यू विल कम टू नो कि ये जितना भी चीजें रही हैं उसमें सारी चीजें उन्होंने दिखाया है कि किस हिसाब से, कि हाउ यू कैन टेक दिस थिंग, कि ही विजिटेड दिस प्लेस इन 1793 एंड रीविजिटेड इन 1798 आफ्टर 5 years गैप, 5 साल के गैप के बाद। ऑल दीज थिंग्स यू विल कम टू नो। सेकेंड पॉइंट की, अ, इसमें जो है उन्होंने रिवर वाई का मेंशन किया है। मैंने बताया कि वो इसका 13 जुलाई 1798 को रिविजिट करते हैं। और लाइन्स कंपोज्ड अ फ्यू माइल्स अबव टिंटन अबे, जो टिंटन अबे का उनका जो जर्नी था, जो उनका रिविजिट था, उसको रिविजिट करके अभी आते ही ये थोड़ी दूर ही गए हुए थे, उनकी माइंड में इतना ज्यादा वो चीजें अपील की या उनको इतना प्यारी लगी कि उन्होंने अभी घर भी नहीं पहुंचे थे कि ही स्टार्टेड टू राइट दैट पोयम। उन्होंने इस पोयम को लिखा। तो लाइंस कंपोज्ड अ फ्यू बाइट्स अबव टिंटन अबे, ये चीज ये चीज इंपॉर्टेंट रहा है। दूसरा चीज की, इसका जो टाइटिल है मैं पूरा लिख दूं कि पूरा टाइटिल क्या है। दैट इज अ लाइंस कंपोज्ड, lines composed a few miles a few miles above Tinton Abbey. Tinton Abbey, on the revisiting the banks, on the revisiting on the revisiting the banks of the Wye River, the banks of the Wye River during a tour, during a tour, during a tour on 13 July 1798, on 13 July 1798। ये तो इसका टाइटल हो गया। और व्हाट इज द थीम, अगर देखा जाए तो थीम में अगर आप देखेंगे कि पूरा इसका कि परसीविंग ऑफ नेचर फ्रॉम डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव, perceiving, 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 comma, receiving, receiving of nature, perceiving and receiving of nature। एक चीज, दूसरा चीज में और क्या क्या चीजें रही है, अदर इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स की, एक्सटर्नल, इंटरनल एंड philosophical beauty of nature, philosophical beauty of nature, beauty of nature, external, internal एंड फिलोसफिकल ब्यूटी ऑफ नेचर। यू विल कम टू नो कि ये तीन बातें इसमें बताई गई, एक्सटर्नल, फिलोसफिकल एंड इंटरनल ब्यूटी ऑफ नेचर। इट्स नॉट अबाउट थीम, ये तो उसका बारे में बताया जा रहा है कि ये चीजें रही, थीम तो बस एक ही दो कि हाउ डज ही टेक नेचर, हाउ डज ही रिसीव नेचर, और क्या क्या इसमें बताया गया है, एक्सटर्नल, इंटरनल एंड फिलोसफिकल ब्यूटी ऑफ नेचर। दूसरा चीज जो है इसका, एक जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट थीम होगा, या जो एक और पॉइंट, थीम क्या, एक पॉइंट की मैं अगर बात करूं, इफ आई टेक इट द थीम के बाद अगर मैं इसको सेकेंड पॉइंट रखता हूं, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द थर्ड पॉइंट, रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन मैन एंड नेचर, रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन मैन एंड नेचर, रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन मैन एंड नेचर। तो यू विल कम टू नो कि एक पॉइंट ये भी रहा, रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन मैन एंड नेचर। एक और चीज जो ध्यान में रखना है कि फोर्थ पॉइंट, लाइंस एक से लिख 22 तक, नेचुरल सीनरी मीन्स एक्सटर्नल ब्यूटी ऑफ नेचर, 23 से 113 तक, पास्ट एक्सपीरियंस, 114 से 160 तक, डोरोथी वर्ड्सवर्थ। डोरोथी, डोरोथी वर्ड्सवर्थ, डोरोथी वर्ड्सवर्थ। एक क्रिटिक है हेलन डर्बी शायर, हेलन डर्बी शायर। दिस इज द फर्स्ट पोयम इन विच वर्ड्सवर्थ जीनियस, फर्स्ट पोयम in which Wordsworth's genius finds full expression। फुल एक्सप्रेशन। सो इतना सारा चीज रहा है, बस मैं यहीं तक वो करूंगा, हेलन डर्बीशायर को, और वी विल टॉक अबाउट इम्पोर्टेंट लाइंस पर हम लोग कल बात करेंगे, ठीक है।